Will be victorious against the New World Order. Post this V for Victory flyer to warn others and show your peaceful resistance, your solidarity. Learn more at Infowars.com. And so every day we're going to be writing articles about this. Every day we're going to be posting local news when they cover these flyers going up in their areas. And, of course, the news will attack it and say it's evil, which will further prove their police state mechanisms. We did this with the Obama poster contest that was on hundreds of TV stations and hundreds of newspapers in the U.S., Latin America, Europe, England, the Netherlands, Japan. And you saw the tens of millions of people that saw all the videos produced by our listeners of them posting the flyers or doing the banner hangs or other inventive things to get local debate about what are people talking about. Then the news will play clips of me talking here. They'll go get it off YouTube later. They will go over what we're talking about and put our message out for us and cause a huge buzz that will then cause more ripples. The DHS understands the power of getting the people involved in their evil. That's why they're running contests right now for folks to produce videos promoting paranoia and pro-New World Order and worshiping the government and not trusting each other, only trusting the federalization police state spy grid. This is a contest. Can the people overpower peacefully in the info war the usurpers, the outside banking cartel that's conquering this nation? Can you, this weekend, who will be the first to print off thousands of these color flyers, get your friends together and hang them everywhere that's legal and lawful? Who will be the first to do banner hangs? Who will be the first to call into talk radio? Who will be the first to get on live TV when they're outside doing live feeds? Who will be the first? We're going to find out by Monday, probably even Sunday. Send us, we need to create an email for people. In fact, let's create victory@infowars.com. If Matt and their IT guy, please create that email. I want to add that to Watson's article, the article we put out, victory@infowars.com. Please only send your videos or news articles or ideas or flyers you've made, whatever. It's all of us working together through freedom, but collectively with a message, a manifesto, a constitution, a declaration of independence against the globalist. I cannot stress to you how important this is. It needs to explode in InfoWar. I need you now. Don't wait. Go print these off. Take it to Kinko's FedEx. Take it wherever. Print off black and white ones. Print them on your home printer. I don't care. Hang them everywhere. Hang them everywhere. In Austin, Texas, in New York City, in Los Angeles, in Toronto, in Mexico City, in Tokyo, in Berlin, in London, in Sheffield, in Moscow. Worldwide, the banking cartel is trying to bankrupt nations and bring in a world government. This is a global movement of liberty against tyranny. It is unlimited what we can do if you simply take action, if you simply say no. Now, separately, the answer to the 1984 1776 contest is specifically going out, demonstrating, using the V symbol, whatever you want to do. Creatively, the sky's the limit, and all of us win in the fight against tyranny, even if you don't win the $10,000 prize that we'll, a month from now, announce. You've got to get them in the next month and a week later, so 5 weeks later we'll announce the winner of that. That's just to add some competition and to recognize, you know, whoever's produced the best. This has already been incredibly effective. This has got to be our biggest ever, and I know I could feel it last night when Watson had this idea that it all synergistically came together. I was freaked out. I was depressed. I was pacing around up here actually yelling, you know, not even that loud, just like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is such classical tyranny. We've got to stand against this. And the ripples that are felt by this will continue out forever. We are pointing out that we know we're occupied. We're pointing out that we know a takeover is taking place. We're pointing out that we know that they're bankrupting our nation by design. We're pointing out that we know local spy grids are being set up. And we're coming out and saying, we know this is illegitimate. And then folks will go to Infowars.com. They will see the videos that you shoot of your activism, and they will learn what the V symbolizes. And through that solidarity, it will inspire them to know they're not alone, to know that we really are the majority that love liberty. Black, white, old, young, German, Chinese, Jewish, Arab, it doesn't matter. We've all got to come together now, whether you're in Chile or whether you are in the Netherlands. It doesn't matter whether you are in Saudi Arabia or whether you are in South Africa, whether you are in Nigeria or whether you are in Mongolia. Let's stand up against tyranny worldwide together. Victory for humanity, victory for liberty, victory for the truth. Come together now. Let's explode this information everywhere. V for victory.
This message starts with a great offer from Big Berkey Water Filters, because we don't want you drinking dangerous water 1 minute longer. Right now, purchase any filter system from BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com to get your choice of 2 Berkey Sport bottles, a KDF shower filter, a set of fluoride filters, or our new sight glass spigot absolutely free. Why do this? Because over 60% of municipal water is fluoridated, and at less than 2 cents per gallon, Berkey Water Filters purify both treated and untreated water, removing dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and other contaminants. Big Berkey water filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, so they're perfect for rainwater collection systems and emergency preparedness. Remember, Big Berkey includes free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BIGBERKEY waterfilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call today 1-877-99-BERKEY.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As they're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Go solar for cheap. Want to use solar power but the price is too high? Now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200 at 123cheapsolar.com. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch the step-by-step videos that even non-handyman types can use. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to 123cheapsolar.com or call 800-713-0486. 800-713-0486. Reduce your foreign oil dependency when you go green with 123cheapsolar.com.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
David J. Smith for Newswatch Magazine. Did you know that candidates to run for the presidency are selected in advance by ultra-billionaires called Bilderbergers? They hold private meetings once a year to plan the future for the world. They invite possible candidates to see if they fit their agenda. If they don't, they lose. They also snub any constitutionalists that are fighting world government. They want to rule the world through economic power, thus the coming mark of the beast. We'd like to help you understand why these things are happening by offering you an absolutely free one-year subscription to Newswatch Magazine. Just call our toll-free number, 1-800-516-8736. That's 1-800-516-8736.
Thank you for joining us for this historic broadcast. Yesterday, you made the two search terms about China trying to own the U.S., #1 and #2 on Google. Today, I want to launch our most ambitious operation yet with the Google bomb to launch this V for Victory operation and the answer to 1984 is 1776 operation. And so please write these down. I want to get the top 4 search terms today. I want you are resistance. You are resistance as one search term. That will lead them to the V campaign. You are resistance is the #1 search term. You are resistance. Those 3 words, you're doing an incredible job. Let's continue doing this together. This is very exciting what we're doing. You are resistance. The second search term is going to be V, just the letter V. V for victory. That's the second term. So the #1 term is you are resistance, short for you are the resistance, because you don't want to do 4 words, it won't work. You are resistant, short for you are the resistance. And V for victory. V for victory. Okay, so that's #1 is you are resistance, is the #1 search term. #2 is V for victory. And #3 is occupation of America. Occupation of America. All of those come out of the headline, you are the resistance against the DHS occupation of America. This is the treasonous paramilitary force openly taking over the U.S., confirming everything that Ridge said they would do 8 years ago, occupying the entire nation, training us for a Stasi society. They hired the former head of the Stasi in East Germany, Marcus Wolf, for 3 years on $1 million contracts to set all this up, 2002, 2003, 2004. He died a few years ago. I mean, you cannot make something up this insane. So, you are resistance, #1 search term. #2, V for victory. #3, occupation of America. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do this together, and I'm risking my life doing this, okay? I want you to know that. I'm at the tip of the spear right here. I don't care. I will not have my children and my grandchildren to come being slaves, and you shouldn't either, and there's no doubt about what's happening. As we told you, they do the same thing in every other nation. They take control of the central government, they bankrupt the states, the provinces, the sectors, and then they bring it into international receivership, and instead of paying the nation paying 5–10% for the debt to the bankers that's made up out of nothing, you start paying 15, 20, 30. Then it's more impossible to pay. Then it's even higher. And $1 billion debt could turn into $100 billion. They claim we owe 14+ trillion to these bankers, and it's all made up. But they say, too big to fail, give us everything, give us your land. The EU, admittedly, was a receivership arm. They said Ireland was the wealthiest per capita country, doing so great. Then a month after they went under EU control, they're bankrupted and everything's handed over to the bankers. Even their own government admits it's foreign banker debt they don't owe. The same thing's happening here. Iceland's saying no. We have to be an example worldwide. Instead of America being an example of decadence and corruption and genocide, we need to be an example of liberty and freedom again. The answer to 1984 is 1776. So please, all of you go to Infowars.com. All of you go to PrisonPlanet.com and get the article with the PDF of all these different great V designs that we put together last night. You are the resistance against the DHS occupation of America. V for Victory campaign, a mark of defiance against Homeland Security's takeover of society. It is there. We're putting our John Hancocks on the Declaration of Independence. 2011, as we go straight into this tyranny, we are saying no on every front right now. We are showing solidarity that we know what's happening, and we're waking others up who will question what this V campaign is about. So make your videos exposing the Homeland Security takeover. That's the answer to 1984 or 1776 operation that will have unbelievable reverberations for freedom and awakening. And at the heart of that, you can incorporate it into both, the V for Victory campaign. Do not wait. Print them off today. Hit them hard. Put them up again next week. Do not stop. Do not wait. Get involved today. Do you realize what we can do together? We can sit back and watch this spread not just across the United States, but across the world. And the tyrants will take the bait. They will demonize this. They will attack it. They will say that it's violent when the whole thing is about peaceful awakening. We are the people. We are the sovereigns. It's we the people. It's our nation. We have a right to say no to going under IMF World Bank receivership. And they will take the bait, as they did with the Obama posters, and they will demonize it all over the news. And it will cause a bigger explosion of this info. But we got to move quick because we learned earlier the orders will start going out to tell media not to cover this. So we got to hit them hard before the next few days when they get the orders trickling down locally not to cover this, and that'll wake them up. They'll ask, why are we being told this? Get it out now. The CIA's watching right now, the globalists, the offshore banks, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, they know what we're doing. But there's so many of us, we are the majority. We are liberty, and we're showing people that we're putting our colors out there loud and proud so people understand that there is a resistance. If you're listening to my voice, if you're watching me right now, if you're reading our websites, you are the resistance. You are the solution.